You know what other word I remember we couldn't say was fart. Okay, do you
Oh,
remember what Dad said we had to say instead?
yes.
Toot. Toot. The word toot. Who the uses the word toot? I my husband didn't even know what it meant. Like maybe 5-year-olds say toot, yeah, toot toot for a train, but is the word fart really bad? I don't know. I It's ridiculous. Well, how about we talk about some of the punishments we got for using words like this?
Do you remember what some of the things we got, actually punished for? Like what that was like?
Yes. Do you remember the soap in the mouth?
I never got the soap in the mouth.
What? I feel like I had
No.
it all
Oh,
the
I was
time.
so good at controlling my own language around them. Oh, I got away with it all.
I feel like I got soap in the mouth all the time.
Yeah, you probably
But
did.
Patty, who the fuck does that? To literally be a parent and your child is here. Okay, so they said something you didn't like. Instead of explaining why they shouldn't have said that, you take a bar of soap and you rub it all over their tongue, which who knows the gross things on that. And
Is that how they
yeah,
did it to you?
yeah, what is going on in their minds? They're rubbing soap on their tongues.
This is culturally a thing. I mean, do you remember the movie A Christmas Story? Ralphie? After
Oh,
he
yeah.
beat
Mhm.
the shit out of a neighbor kid and was swearing up a storm, that's what his mom did. I think that's right. Oh wait, no. Oh, it was like when there was something in the movie where something bad happened and he goes, "Oh, fudge. Only
Yeah,
I
I remember
didn't
that.
say fudge." But for that one, in even in the movie, he got soap in his mouth. So it's not like some particular abusive tactic that our parents thought of or the church thought of. It's
Right.
it's out there. I mean, and that's the thing. Like the stuff that we experienced was probably more pointed and more, I don't know, more intense because it
Yeah.
had like eternity attached to it. But really, the things that they promoted and said, for the most part, like swear words, it was cultural, not just the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we acknowledge that. Yeah. It
Yeah.
wasn't just the church. Yes. I don't know anything where we got a lid put on us for language that actually had to deal with just the church. Do you? Maybe it was just all cultural
I think the Lord's name in vain thing was more church.
because that was one of the Ten Commandments, right? Don't take the
Oh,
Lord's name in vain.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe it
you're
is.
right.
Yep.
Yep. That explains that for sure.
But isn't that kind of open-ended what that means?
My guess is there are entire dissertations about what that means.
All right.
Because it's really worth spending your time on, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I love to do
When
that
we
in my
have
spare
real
time.
things we could be solving, for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
For
Yes.
fuck's sake. FFS.
Worried about our wordings. I mean, what else for punishments though? I remember getting spanked, I think, for things I said. I couldn't tell you what I said, but
Oh,
I
spankings.
spankings, yeah. That's a
I
whole nother
probably
episode.
got spankings for talking back. That was my most common. Not for swear words, but for talking back, because that I couldn't hold myself back from.
But talking back is just using logic in a sassy way, isn't
Yes.
it?
The problem with that notion is using logic.
Using logic, yes. So our parents, if they got frustrated with something, they would have like these watered down versions of saying things like, I remember dad always saying, like, would you pipe down or hush up? I remember him saying that. Like he would never go there and use bad words. But if he knew how freeing it was to be able to say whatever you want to fucking say.
The thing is, the thing is, I don't think the energy was different, right? Like it was good in a sense that he didn't tell us kids just shut up because culturally we would have taken that as being not respecting of us,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so by using those other words, it like gave the appearance of not being that dad that yells shut up at his kids, but at the same
Yeah.
time it literally was the same thing.
Yeah. I never liked the watered down version of it. I
You
just
just want to be told to shut up.
maybe if I'm being bratty, but just play it straight with me. Why all this beating around the bush and like
Yeah.